Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises and glory and honor to and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh. His only begotten Son, Bahashem, name of Mashiach Yahushua. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Rashomon Fashionable tongue. I say Barakathan to the elders, Marakim and Akwa, and I say Shalom. Here on the highways and hedges, Chief of Star for the fifth time. Wadi Hashem Shah for them. Then Barakathan to the elders, Marakim and Akwa, and I say Shalom. And I'm going to get into that Revelation, the 13th chapter, 16 to verse 18. As we get in pulse and culture of the full mandatory of this R5E and CHIP in order to buy your seal. Because this is going to be the new form of currency in order to buy your seal, either if you're upper class or lower class on the economic spectrum of the whole planet Earth. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And it calls the all, both small and great, rich and poor, free of bond, to receive a Quran in their right hand or in their FOREHTBS. Right, so if you're upper class or lower class in the economic spectrum, this is what they're pushing for. This central digital bank currency, the digital dollar, digital banking, digital money, digital ID, digital currency. Revelation 13 and verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell. Say that he have the Quran or the name of the BEASC or the number of his name. Revelation 13 and verse 18, it says, here is wisdom. Let him have understanding. Count the number of the BEASC, for this is the number of a man that his number is SIX 300 score SIX. Right, this central digital bank currency that this cashless society in order to buy and sell. This is what they're pushing for. This is what they're fully implementing. This ultimate deceit is going to come down with great lag because they have for the short term rule. Revelations 14 verse 8. It says, and the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, it says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon the great is fallen, that great city, because she made all the nations straight and wine and wrath and fornication, like Stephen said. Revelations 14 verse 1. And the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, and there worship the beauty and receive his image, and receive it the Quran in his hand. Right, so in order to buy yourself, this is what they're pushing for. Revelations 14 verse 10, the saints shall drink the wine and wrath and power, and pour without mixture. This covetous invitation, he should be turned with fire and brimstone, and the fire. It says fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. Revelations 14 verse 11. Yeah, shout out to that brother Abdul, prophets on the scene, shall become between. Revelations 14 verse 11. And the smoke of their torment is sitting up in heaven and ever. They have no day or rest, nor night. Who worship the BEA and see his image. And whosoever receiveth the Quran in his name. And this is Revelations. This is Revelation chapter 3 verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world and try them that dwell upon the earth. Right, so I don't want that we continue to keep the patience of the words of the Father and keep us from the hour of temptation. This is the fully pushing of the R5 leader, CHIP, the body said. Just go here Now we get into that Revelation the 13th chapter as we continue. Revelation the 18th chapter. As we see in the downfall of modern day Babylon the Great. Revelation 18 verse 1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven. It says, having great power, and the earth is like for his glory. Revelation 18 verse 2. He cried mighty with their strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen. It's become the habitation of deceivers and the gold of the proud spirit. It says, page 11, because this is modern day Tower of Babylon. This is modern day Babylon Great. Revelations 18 verse 3. It says, from all the nations have drunk the wine of wrath of fornication. And the kings of the earth had made fornication with her, and the mercies of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of the delicacies. Right, so that's what we see in the downfall of modern day spiritual Babylon, of what it promotes unrighteous creeds that is there. This is Revelations 18 verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. They shall be not protected for sins or certain other plagues. Right, for us Israelites. So we got to come out of the ways of Babylon, mixing spiritually. Revelations 18 verse 5, for her sins have reached to heavens, and Yahweh has remembered her iniquities. Right, for the sins of Babylon has reached to heavens, and every father has remembered her iniquities still to this day. Revelations 18 verse 6, we bore her even as she bore you double, according to her works, and the company she had filled to her double. Revelations 18 verse 7. how much he had glorified himself in their publicity. So much Torment sorrow different, for she had seen Paul and see a queen. I am the widow, and shall see no sorrow. Hey, shout out to that brother Yahweh that once again, Prop 17, judgment from 20. Revelations 18, verse 8. Therefore shall her praise come in one day, that morning famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire for Yahweh that power to judge for her. Right, judgment modern day Babylon version. Revelations 18, verse 9. And the kings of the earth who had committed fornication with her, let the listeners shall wear her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of burning. Revelations 18, verse 10. Standing afar off in the fear of torment, saying, at last, that great city, Babylon, that mountain city, for 1 hour that judgment come. Like for 1 hour that judgment come, Babylon the great. Revelations 18, verse 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise in war. Revelations 18, verse 12. And the merchants of the merchandise of gold and silver, and the precious stones and pearls, and fine linen and purple, and silver and scarlet, and all white woods, and all manner of vessels, and all manner of vessels, and most precious woods, and brass and iron and marble. Revelations 18, verse 13, it reads, and in subtle, it says, and cinnamon, and the odors of ointments, and fragrance, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. Revelations 18, verse 14, and the fruit of thy lusts have no harm apart from thee, and all the things which were dainty and goodly and apart from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. Revelations 18, verse 15, and the merchants of these things which were made rich by her, which is standing afar off in fear of atonement, and saying, weeping and wailing. Revelations 18, verse 16, saying, at last, that great city, that was clothed with fine linen, and scarlet and purple, white, purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones, and purple and stones and pearls. Revelations 18, verse 17, for in 1 house are great riches come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company ships and sailors, as many as strayed by sea, stood afar off. Revelations 18, verse 18, they cried when they saw the smoke of a burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Verse 19, and they cast dust on their heads, and they cried, weeping and wailing, saying, at last, that great city, that was made rich in Greece, and had ships in the sea, wherein was made rich in all the ships in the sea, and by reason for their causes, but in 1 hour she was made desolate. Revelations 18, verse 20, rejoice over her, thou havest behold the apostles and prophets. For Yahweh avenged you on her. Revelations 18, verse 21, and a mighty angel took a stone like a great millstone, saying, casting and saying into the sea, saying, thus will the body shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. Revelations 18, verse 22, and the voice of the harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more in all these, and no craftsman will ever craft a bead shall be found any more in these, and the sounds of the millstone shall be heard no more in all these. Revelations 18, verse 23, the light of the candle shall be shining no more in all these. The voice of the bridegroom and the bride shall be heard no more in all these. For by merchants were all great men of the earth, for by sorceries were all this deceived. Revelations 18, verse 24, and her was found in the blood of the prophets and other saints that were slain upon the earth. So we got to continue to see the increasing downfall of modern day Babylon the Great. As we continue to prophesy about it, prophesying this Babylon the Great, modern day Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, who also destroyed. We got to continue to check down Babylon as we see the deterioration and the downfall of it, and the increasing of the decline of Babylon. And this is Jeremiah. Salakia. And this is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 1. It says, thus says Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, against him as well as Israel, and raise up against me, and raise up against me and destroy them. Jeremiah 51, verse 2. It says, I will send unto Babylon's famine shall be to her land, but the day of trouble shall be against her round about. Jeremiah 51, verse 3. And against him that bendeth up the arch on his robe, or on his whistles, and against him that lifteth himself up in his right, spake he not no young man, destroy you all the hosts. Jeremiah 51, verse 4. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of Chaldeans, and they that are thrust over the streets. This is a prophet Jeremiah 51, verse 5. Israel has not been forsaken, for Judah is found in the high place. It says, "It filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel." Jeremiah 51, verse 6. It says, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver them their soul. Be not cut off for iniquity. This is the time the house vengeance will render unto their recompense." Jeremiah 51, verse 7. It says, "Babylon has been a gold of cook in the house hand, still to this day. and made all the earth drunk. The nations had drunk with wine, therefore the nations are mad. Like that's why the nations are rising up against modern day Babylon. And Babylon the Great. That's a beautiful thing. And why you have Hashem. Jeremiah 51 verse 8, it says, Babylon is suddenly fall, destroyed. How for her take one for her bane, and so she may be healed before. So there's no benefit of Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. Jeremiah 51 verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. And sake of her, as the one sits in the country, for her judgment reaches to heavens, and was lifted up to the skies. Watch the judgments of Babylon has reached to heaven, still to this day, and which even to the skies. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 10 is like, in the power, it says, in the power of Yahweh has brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare unto Zion the works of Yahweh our power. Jeremiah 51 verse 11, make right the arrows and gather the shears. And Yahweh has raised up the spirit of kings and means who have against the Russians against Babylon. Isaiah 13 verse 17. For his device against Babylon is destroyed, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh and vengeance of his temple, like the temple of his people of Israelites. Jeremiah 51 verse 12, set up the standard above the walls of Babylon. Make one strong, set up a monster. Prepare again, versus where Yahweh that power and both the rise and done that which is faithful against the absence of Babylon. Like especially the modern day absence of Babylon, just like ancient Babylon. Jeremiah 51 verse 13. Hold out the well behind the voice among the churches. Thy neighbors come and the measure of thy covetousness. This Jeremiah 51 verse 14. And the power of the Yahweh of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as the God of them. They shall live up and shout against thee. Jeremiah 51 verse 15, he had made the earth by his power, he had established the world by his wisdom, he had stretched out the heavens by his understanding. Verse 16, when he uttered his voice, there was a multitude of waters from the heavens, he caused the rivers to descend from the face of the earth. He made the mountain rain, he bringeth forth the winds out of the earth. And this is the prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 17, it reads, and every man is ruled by his knowledge, and every founding is confounded by the great angels. But his multitude is falsehood, there is no birth in it. Like Psalms 96 verse 5. This is Jeremiah 51 verse 18. They are men and works in every in the time of visitation shall perish. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 19 reads, the portion of Jacob is not like him, for he is the form of all things. And Israel is part of his inheritance, and the Yahweh hosts his name. Jeremiah 51 verse 20. Thou art my battle axe above his war, with thee I will break the peace of nations. With thee I will destroy kingdoms. Like Yahshua, because the power of the battle axe above his war, and the father power. That makes the heaven father, these are men of war, like it says in Exodus 15 verse 3. Jeremiah 51 verse 21. And with thee I will break the pieces of the horse and his rider. With thee I will break the pieces of the chariot and his rider. And verse 22. And I will also break the pieces of the man and woman. With thee I will break the pieces of the young man and maid. With thee I will break the pieces of the young man and maid. And it says Jeremiah 51 verse 23. And I will also break the pieces the shepherd and his flock. With thee I will break the pieces the husband and Joseph oxen. With thee I will break the pieces captains and rulers. Jeremiah 51 verse 24, it reads, and I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea. Right, this is modern day spiritual Babylon. This is modern day spiritual Chaldea, modern day time, just like ancient times ago too. And all the evil that they had done to society once they said, and your sight said about Jeremiah 51 verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, said Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth, still to this day. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and I will roll thee down from the rocks, and make thee a burnt mountain. And this is the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 26. And they shall not take of thee a stone from the corner, and a stone from the foundations, but thou shalt be destined from every said Yahweh. And this is Jeremiah 51, verse 27. It says, set up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepared against other nations with the kings. It says, set up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepare the nations against her. It says, call together against the kingdoms of Asherah and Ashkenaz is appointed captain against her, causes the hosts to come up as they were captive. And this is Jeremiah 51, verse 28. Prepare against other nations with the kings and the Medes, against the Russians against Babylon, and the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the lands against the Medes. Jeremiah 51, verse 29. And the land shall tremble and saw for every purpose, and the land shall be formed against Babylon. Right, just like which Babylon and against modern Babylon. To make the land Babylon a desolation by habitation. Jeremiah 51 verse 12. The mighty man of Babylon was fought, they had remained. They had remained the war. Their mind has failed and become its winner. They had known of its wonders and lost world. Right, so we got to continue to see the increasing level of downfall of Babylon the Great. That's why we say it's woe be unto Babylon, which is in second Hedges, second Hedges 6 verse 1. And this is the book of Psalms 137, verse 3. It says, O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, shall be the Lord see thou his word of blessing. Like that great reward is coming to modern day spiritual Babylon the Great. The daughter of Babylon who ought to be destroyed. That's why we're prophesying against Babylon the Great, so we'll never. So I'm going to write out that second Ezra, the 9th chapter as usual. And this is the book of second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me, David said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, that thou seest the parts of the signs past, which I had told before. Like thou seest the parts of the signs past, which I had told before, which Heavenly Father told before of our forefathers in ancient times, now he's telling us in modern day times. That's why we continue to measure the time diligently itself, sound the alarm, blow the trumpet, prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms of war, even pestilence, having an increase in spiritual concern. Continue to be a watchman. This is second Ezra 9 verse 2. Then thou shalt understand, because at every same time, wherein the highest, which is Yahweh, will begin to visit the world to make, like so we got to see the increasing visitation from the Heavenly Father without himself. Second Ezra 9 verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be saying earthquakes, uproars of people world. Right, so increasing earthquakes and increasing uproars of people world. Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 3. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 4. Right, because you had that large earthquake over there in Tonga, that was a 6.8 magnitude of an earthquake. And then we've been saying these rising, increasing these high magnitude of these earthquakes in diverse places. The famous and pestilent plagues on top of that as well too. And the increasing of the uproars of people world, like the scripture says, Luke 21 verse 25, the expressive nations were perplexed and the seas raging on. And this is second Ezra chapter 9 verse 4. Then thou shalt understand that the Most High Yahweh spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So these are the very important signs that the Heavenly Father spoke of from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. That's why we're seeing these increasing war, evil, and pestilence, prophecies that's about to come to pass and be fulfilled, and these increasing biblical signs and the signs of the times. Now we're starting to see that take full effect, and we've been taking heed to that, just like our forefathers been taking heed to that as well too, by the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 5. But like all that is made in the world at the beginning and then it's manifest. Like prophecies come to pass and fulfilled, being manifest. These increasing biblical signs is going to come to pass as well too, is being manifest in the last days. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 6. Even so the times also the highest, which the Heavenly Father have plain beginning and wonder and powerful works and any effects of science. Right, so these are increasing powerful works and any effects of science that are increasing more works in the last days. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 7. Everyone that shall be saved shall begin to escape by his works, and by faith will have believed. So by faith will have believed as being the promise of the Heavenly Father. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 8. Shall be preserved from the sin of errors, and shall see my salvation in my land within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning by the Israelites. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 9. Then shall they be in purification which they have used my ways, like the ways of Heavenly Father. They have passed the word of spite, and the word of Torah. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 10. It says, for such as in that life they have received benefits and have not known. For I can see the benefits of the Heavenly Father, but has not known still to this day. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 11 reads from the apocryphal books of the Holy Scripture. When they have followed my law, like all statutes and commandments of the Heavenly Father, and righteous ways of the Heavenly Father, while they have yet living still to this day, as in place of the was open unto them, but still not despised. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 12. The same must Lord after death by pain. Second Ezra 9 verse 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the God shall be punished, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whom the world is, for whom the world is created, like the Israelites. And like-minded brothers and sisters of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, including the elders while I can as well too. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 14. Hey, shout out to that brother Yahweh, the prophets on the scene, judgment come between. Second Ezra 9 verse 14. Then answer I have said. Second Ezra 9 verse 15. I have said before, now you speak, and speak it also hereafter. There should be many of them that which perish, or them that which should be saved. Second Ezra 9 verse 15. Like as a wave greater than a drop. Second Ezra 9 verse 17. It says, oh, I'm going to leave it at that, Salaki. But I was going to continue on. Yeah, this second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. It says, behold, speak thou of the ears of my people the words of prophecies, which I put in thy mouth, said out. Right, so we are speaking of words of prophecies unto the children of Israel. And these are the words that the Heavenly Father put in our mouth. They were white about Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 2. And cause them to be written in paper, they are faithful and true. Right, so the words of the Holy Scripture that's written in paper, they are faithful and true. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 3. Fear not the imagination against thee, that nothing will building like no trouble thee that speak against thee. Right for the scoffers and scorners in the last days, like it says in 2 Peter 3, verse 3. Second Ezra 15, verse 4, it says, for all the unfaithful should be unequal, unfaithful like non-believers. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 5. It says, behold, said Yahweh, that I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, and construction, by that son will continue to increase. That's the visitation from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh himself. Just like it says in 2 Ezra 9, verse 3. This is 2 Ezra 15, verse 6. For wickedness hath exceeded the whole earth and both works and field. Watch this to this day. 2 Ezra 15, verse 7. Therefore it says, verse 8, and I will hold, it says, I will hold my tongue more as they touch the wickedness, which they profane and commit. Neither I will suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves, or that any sin in the righteous blood rise to me, and so in the just become continuously. Right, so continuously in these modern times, and the souls that are just plain continuously in these modern times, just like it was in ancient times. 2 Ezra 15 verse 9 reads, and therefore it said, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all innocent blood from among them. 2 Ezra 15 verse 10, behold, my people is led as a flock of Sodom, and I will not suffer them now the way in the land of Egypt, right? Because this is modern spiritual Egypt, Mizraim. 2 Ezra 15 verse 11, but I will bring them out with their mighty hand, and then stretch out arms and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and I will show all the lands therein. 2 Ezra 15 verse 12, it says, Egypt shall grow, and the foundation shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment, and the house shall reign upon it. 2 Ezra 15 verse 13, they that took the ground shall mourn for it, shall mourn for the sea shall fail, put a blast in hell in the fifth constellation. 2 Ezra 15 verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. When you look up that word W-O-E, woe means great distress. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. 2 Ezra 15 verse 15, for the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords and guns. Why we say that throughout the whole planet of earth, so it continues to increase. And this is 2 Ezra 15 verse 16. But there should be submission among men, which we're saying right now. Not just only in one place, we're saying that throughout the whole planet of earth. But there should be submission among men and one another. They shall not be off their kings or their oppressors. And of course, that actually standing in God. 2 Ezra 15 verse 17. And man should desire to go to a city and should not be able to. Right, so a man should desire to go to a city, should not be able to, due to the martial law, state of emergency, lockdowns, events, countries, of the various times that we're about to enter into. 2 Ezra 15 verse 18. But because of that pride, the city shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed, and shall be free. Right, Proverbs 16 verse 18. 2 Ezra 15 verse 19. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and tribulation. Like Matthew 24 verse 21, great tribulation times, and Matthew 24 verse 12. All this iniquity is going to bound in the last days, and we're going to see the famine of the word as well too. This is Amos 8 verse 11 verse 13. Something about the going down this word too. And this is the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11. It says, behold, the day is come, said Yahweh, that I will set a famine in a land, not a famine of bread, no gush of water, but the hearing of the words of Yahweh. Right, so in these modern day times, just like it was in ancient times, it's going to be a modern day famine of word for like bread, for like water, but the hearing of the words of Yahweh. Amos 8, verse 12. They shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro, try to seek the words of Yahweh. The words of Yahweh shall find them. This is Amos 8, verse 13. And that day shall fair versus young man, faith and thirst. Get into that book of Daniels. Yeah, this is the book of Daniel, 12, verse 1. It says, at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, like the Israelites. Which, like Michael the archangel did that in ancient times, and we see this in modern times. So this is Daniel 12, verse 1. At that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, like the Israelites. But there shall be time of trouble, which will about to approach. It says, since there was a nation, even to the same time, at that time, like people should be delivered, like the Israelites, and everyone should be found written in the book. And this is Daniel 12, verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake to everlasting life. Sons of shame and everlasting terror. This is Daniel 12, verse 3. They that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. They that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. And this is Daniel 12, verse 4. But thou ordained shall the words to seal the book, even to the time of the end, many shall run to and fro, now shall increase. Into the book of Jeremiah, the 30th chapter. And this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter, that's verse 28. Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. It says, at last, for that day is great, so none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out. Auto rock side that will be saved during the time of Jacob's trouble once it comes into full effect, because everybody's going to be full effective throughout the whole planet Earth during the time of Jacob's trouble once it comes into full effect. And get into that Jeremiah 28, verse 8 once again. Yeah, this is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. It says, the prophets that happened before thee, before the world prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. Right, so these are war, evil, and pestilence that we're going to see more and more in these last days. This is what we out here prophesying about. And this is Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 46. It says, least your heart faint, be fearful of the woman that should be heard in the land. And a woman should come both 1 year after that, and another year should come a rumor by his land rumor in Israel. That's what we're seeing in these last days. And this is Ecclesiastes. And this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time for every purpose of heaven. Or so we're living in modern times, a season, every purpose of heaven. And these prophecies that's about to come to pass will be fulfilled, these increase in biblical signs, especially these increase in war, evil, and pestilence. So that's why it says a time for everything. We're definitely living in those times, these signs of the times. And this is Ecclesiastes 3, verse 2. And a time to be born, and a time to DIE, and a time to plant, and a time to pluck up the witch's plant. And this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 3. And a time to KILL, and a time to heal, and a time to break down, and a time to build up. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 3, verse 4. And a time to weep, and a time to laugh, and a time to dance. And this is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 5. It says, in a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, and a time to embrace, and a time refrain from embracing. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 3, verse 6. And a time to get, and a time to lose, and a time to keep, and a time to pass away. And this is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 7. It reads, and a time to reign, and a time to sow, and a time to keep silent, and a time to speak. While we're living in the time of speaking of these increasing war, evil, and investments, and these prophecies that's about to come to pass and be fulfilled in the signs of the times, that Yahweh Shemashah showing us in these last days. And this is what we have been prophesying about in the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah. This is Ecclesiastes 3, verse 8. And a time to love, and a time to enter into need, and a time of war, and a time of peace. Especially those two categories, the time of war, and wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Lawlessness and iniquity is ramping up in the last days as well too. Ecclesiastes 1, verse 9. The thing that has been is that which should be, and that which is done, that which should be done, that which is no new thing in the sun. Right, so there's no new thing in the sun. What's taking place in those times, in biblical science in those times, it's taking place in biblical times and modern times as well too. So there's no new thing in the sun. This is modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. This is modern day Egypt. This is modern day spiritual Tower of Babel. This is modern days of Noah. This is modern days of Noah. So there's no new thing in the sun. And this is Ecclesiastes 1, verse 10. Is that anything wherefore it may be said? See, this is new. It happened already in old time, which was before us. Right, it happened in old time before us. Now it's taking place in modern day times, just like it was in ancient times. Ecclesiastes 1, verse 11. There is no remembrance of former things, neither there should be any remembrance of things that are to come. There should come after. Now, I'm going to switch up the topic and get into that Ezekiel 38, verse 4. Yeah, this is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 4. It says, and I will turn you back and put hooks into thy jaws. And I will bring thee forth with all thy armor and course of horsemen, all of them forth with all sorts of armor, even a great company of both shields, all of them with swords. Right, so Russia needs to that warlike mindset. That's why the Heavenly Fathers continue to put their hooks and backs in the jaws of these Russians, And these Russians, which represents God and Magog, which represent the bed of Russians. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 5, Persia, Ethiopia, Libya with all the other shit of them. This Ezekiel 38, verse 6, no work on all his lands, the house of Tobal of the north coast, all his lands in the Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 7, be thou prepare for thyself all thy enemies that are assembled unto thee, be thou a guard to them. Right, so Russia is going to be a guard to the nations, so Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, and Turkey. Ezekiel 39, verse 1, therefore, son of man, prophesy against God and say, thus saith the power thy power. Behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, Christ did to this day. Ezekiel 39, verse 2, I will turn you back and leave but the sixth part of thee. I will cause to come up from the north parts, and I will bring thee upon the mount of Israel. Ezekiel 39, verse 3, it says, and I will smite thy bow and thy left hand, and I will cause thy arrows to fall thy right hand. And this is a prophet Isaiah. And shout out to that brother, Cowboy Prophecy, so the judgment coming to him. This is a prophet Isaiah 13, verse 17. It says, behold, they still with the Medes against them, which they should not regard silver, as a gold they should not light in it. Right, so Russia versus America. So the Medes, which is the Russians, the Medes, which is the Russian, who was the head of the continue to store the Medes, which is the Russians against Babylon. And as for gold and silver, they should not divide in it. That's why we're seeing escalations heating up on both sides between Russian army against the United States armies as well too. This is Isaiah 17 verse 1. It said, the burden of Damascus, behold, Damascus is taken away from being the city, that should be Israel people. Right, so Damascus of Syria is definitely taken away from being the city, and that should be Israel people. That's what we're seeing. That's only going to continue to increase, especially the escalations between the Syrian armies over there in Damascus of Syria, going against the Israel defense force. They say war zones in the country. We're going to continue to see an increase in both of these guys. Now, I'm going to bring out that Matthew's. Matter of fact, we'll bring out the book of Luke. Yeah, this is the book of Luke 21 verse 9, where it let how shall I speak. It says, but when you should hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass. But the end is not by anybody. Right, so these increasing wars and commotions that Yahushua spoke about, that was going to occur in these last days. We're going to continue to see it increase. You know, especially Iran versus Israel and the pro-Iranian groups, like the proxy groups, going against the Israel Defense Force, who are over there in Western Asia. And it's only going to continue to intensify. It's going to increase throughout that whole area. So that's wars and commotions, wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom as well too. Well, it's going to come to pass, but it's not going to end just yet. This is Luke 21 verse 10. Then say he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Why? So you're going to have one nation within itself rise up against one another. One nation rise up against another nation. One kingdom within itself rise up against another kingdom within itself. You're going to have one kingdom rise up against another kingdom. So nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, that's something going to continue to increase. And that's what we're seeing with the nuclear escalations of the nations are rising up against one another. And the kingdom of the armies rising up against one another in these last days as well too. Just like how Shai speaking, he said it was going to occur in these last days. Luke 21 and verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. And famines and messes and precise where sanctions. Like some increasing earthquakes in diverse places, increasing famines, increasing precise where sanctions and heaven as well too. And this is out of the book of Luke 21 verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and the moon, and the stars upon the earth, distress of nations, for the blanks and the seas were born. Why? So we see the great distress of nations upon the earth, and we see that protest strike throughout down south all the way throughout northeast. And I believe this is a second time of the port strike. So I believe it was a news article that came out earlier today. They had a proposal from the union. They had rejected that offer. So I'm not for sure what the latest updates about that, but this is like the second day of the port strikes.
Forever.
Yeah. So that kind of really affected the economy as well too. And this is the book of 2nd Hedges, 9 verse 3. So we definitely going to be seeing these seditions and uprisings and the uproars of people ruling. The disgrace of nations will be placed in the seas ready warm. So we're going to be seeing that more and more in these last days. And this is the book of 2nd Hedges, chapter 9 verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars and people world, Right, so increasing earthquakes and uproars in people's world, and we're going to be seeing more warnings last days. And this is the book of Second Hedges, 13 and verse 31. It says, and one shall overtake the fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. Right, so great divisions among the nations. That's going to cause more seditions, uprisings, uproars in people's world. Hey, I believe over there in the land of Moab, they have this Moabite happening at some type of I don't know, some Moabite celebration or something like that. It was like 2 days ago. You had this bugged out Moabite. He was like 37 years old, and he had to go through some type of financial, and then some type of financial situation. And he went inside a market over there in the land of Moab, and he had two knives. I believe I think he killed like 3 people and injured 9 others. And that's that vengeful spirits, like it says in Psalm 39, verse 28, verse 30. And that's the disgressive nations will be placed in the seas ready born. That's going to create a lot of heavy judgments, lawlessness, and iniquities in these last days as well too. Like the scripture says, Matthew 24, verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the loving nation rise cold. So that's going to be ramping up more warnings last days. That's why we're going to be seeing that great disgressive nations will be placed in the seas ready born. And that's going to increase throughout the whole planet Earth. That's going to cause great seditions, uprisings, uproars, lawlessness, iniquities, and heavy judgments. And this get into that Isaiah 19 verse 2. And this is the prophet Isaiah. Salakia. Yeah, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19 verse 2. It says, now it set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Right, so great divisions among the nations, and we're going to be seeing increases in these last days. Now I'm going to get into that book of St. Mark. This is the book of St. Mark, chapter 3, verse 23. What's going on? St. Mark, chapter 3, verse 23. It says, he called them unto him, saying, and they heard him, how can Satan pass on Satan? St. Mark, chapter 3, verse 24. It says, and if their kingdom be divided against itself, their kingdom cannot stand. Right, so if their kingdom be divided against itself, their kingdom cannot stand. That's what we said in the last days. The kingdom is being divided. You're going to have one kingdom be divided against a kingdom within itself. You're going to have one kingdom being divided against another kingdom. That's what we're seeing throughout the whole planet Earth. This is St. Mark 3, verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. Right, so if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. St. Mark chapter 3, verse 26. And if Satan rises up against himself and be divided, cannot stand, we have an end. Right, that's what we're seeing. Like it says in Revelation 12, verse 12. And this is Salakia. So I'm going it out with one more scripture, so Salakia for that. Falling on 7%. So I've been mostly out here teaching all day with the Wadi Abba Shot for that. And so once again, back out here again for the 5th time, through the Spirit, Power, Mercy, Mercy of Abba Yahshua, out here on the highways of nation, chiefs, and conquerors. Bring out this last scripture, then I'm closed out. Isaiah 11, verse 10. It says, in that day that shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for the ensign of the people to It says Isaiah 11, verse 10, in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for the ensign to the people, should the Gentiles see, and Israel shall be glorious. This is the prophet Isaiah 11, verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time, until recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Paphos, and from Cush, and from Enon, and Shalnon, and Hamath, from the to the sea. And these are the areas that we've been scattered and still to this day, throughout the 4 corners of earth. Because Israel should be a sand sea, like it says in Hosea 1, verse 10. And the Heavenly Father is coming back to restore the remnant of his people, the Israelites. Isaiah 11, verse 12, he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the 4 corners of the earth. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 13. It says, the kingdom also Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. Right, so Judah and Ephraim is not going to envy and vex one no more. they're going to come back together as that one stick. And that's a beautiful thing. This is Isaiah 11, verse 14. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and shall invade upon Isaiah 11, verse 15. And the power of Yahweh shall, it says, and Yahweh thy power shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea. With his mighty wind shall he shake his hand on rivers. He shall smite even 7 streams to make man break dry shore. Isaiah 11, verse 16. And there shall be a highway for the remnant of his people, which should be left from Assyria, like as it was in the day he came to the land of Egypt. Because every father is coming back to restore the remnant of these people, actual real Israelites, not those IDF Edomites, not Benjamin Netanyahu and his descendants, no, the actual Israelites. And this is the book of 2 Kings. That's just one we're see. This is 2 Kings 6 verse 7. It says, then answer I can say, what shall be the part of the summer times? What shall be the beginning? It says, what shall be the end of first and the beginning of that fall? 2 Kings 6 verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac and Jacob, and Esau was born of him, and Jacob held first the head of Esau. 2 Kings 6 verse 9. For Esau's the end of the world, Jacob getting the fall. Right, so Jacob got next, and Esau, Edom kingdom was falling. And we definitely see that in progress in the body of Yahweh. Hey, so with that, go ahead and close it out through the Spirit, Power, Grace, and Mercy of Yahweh. Back out here again for the 5th time. Downtown Chicago on the highways and hedges, the cheapest concourse. And the body of Yahweh as always, camping us about on the angels, living our elders by Akim as well, too. As we continue lifting up the names of Yahweh. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to. In the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, and Mashiach Yahushua. Those are their true names in ancient Hebrew, Hebrew, and Lashma Gospel tongue. And I say Barak Bum to the elders, Barak and Akraf. Until next time, I will say Kwam Yasharala, and evolve the ball. Shalom.